今年是我们在龙门国中第3年办ESL 的课程，今年还是跟兰姆顿肯特教育局合作，教师团队呢为我们的学生更多的说以及写的部分的加强，学习更多元的全世界的文化，持续让我一直在办这个 ESL。说起来，非常多的家长都跟我说 ，ESL 课程对孩子来说有很大的帮助。
Canada is such a diverse country, especially in cities like Toronto and Vancouver. And so Ontario and Canada, for that matter, has to create a very unique ESL program. So one of the goals for our ESL camp this year is to show some of the students in Taiwan what it means to be critical thinkers and to work in small groups and to collaborate with one another, to try to bring them the experience that we provide in Ontario to the students here in Taiwan.
In the first couple of days, the students were very shy and quiet. However, we teach a lot through games and learning through play and drama. They started to be more confident in English, raising their hand to answer questions, and started to feel more comfortable in the class.
One of the strengths that we've found with the Taiwanese students is that they're very accustomed to working independently. Sometimes they have difficulty though working in group settings. So we, with our program, have really worked hard at just having them work in group settings, working together on projects and interactive activities. That really helps them to use their vocabulary in English as well. That speaking practice gives them more confidence as they try that.
I like to start the class with a community circle, which helps students to interact with each other. Once the learning atmosphere is fun and positive, I will then get into the learning topic of the day. We'll also do arts in class. There are a variety of activities in class. The students will not only learn English skills, but will also be inspired to be creative and imaginative and get them interested in speaking. I have really enjoyed seeing the students come out of their shell, learn how to speak and feel comfortable speaking a new language and getting a chance to speak rather than just write or read.
我们每一年办 ESL 的课程呢，也感谢我们带队的校长呢，也帮我们的老师们上国小，期盼这个规划的部分呢，能够让我们台北市的有兴趣的自发性的老师们，也能够把这些也带到各班的教室，让我们台北市有更多的小孩受到这些的福利。
Summer camp was quite different from the classes we take in Taiwan. There were many activities and team projects. We learned English from a very interesting way. I really enjoyed the time here.
Teacher White always works in every group to listen everyone's ideas. It helps me feel more confident to answer teacher questions in English.
I learned that I have to keep trying hard and not to be afraid of making mistakes. Also, I can learn more by asking questions when I don't understand something. I can use these learning ways in every subject at school. This summer ESL program improves my English a lot. I feel much more confident and I'm not afraid of making mistakes anymore.
I learned a lot in this program and I am able to help my classmates with the English questions. I feel happy, so I definitely want to join this program next time.
Learning about it and have fun.
A million hours to get ready.
Only because I actually care about something called.
Can I have some more of the orange stuff? What is the orange stuff?
The Chinese people in Canada do things like us because we are all Chinese.
在教室里面呢，也看到更多学生呢产出作品，好，然后呢他自己也能够很流利的能够把自己的想法说出来，很期盼我们所有参加这个龙门 ESL 的同学们呢，能够收获满满，让他可以在未来的学习英文历程当中呢，会是一个很好的起步。 今年是莱姆顿肯特教育局来跟我们做合作。我看到今年的比较强调的是让所有的孩子能够认识世界各国，让学生呢多元的学习落实在课室里面，也能够拓展呢他对世界的更多面向。
I'm delighted to be here in Taiwan for my first time as site principal for the Longman Junior High ESL summer program. Through teaching the Ontario curriculum, the Lambton-Kent District School Board envisions providing the opportunity to learn English using engaging and active teaching processes. Our aim is to provide a learning environment which fosters an appreciation for the English language, but which is also fun. Our teachers have been delighted to get to know our students and to watch them grow not only in their facility for English language, but also in their confidence.
Second language instructional strategies that we use include pared down language, gestures, games, and action-oriented tasks. And all of these strategies support students' oral communication.
I love sharing different activities in the classroom with them. I try different language games so that I can spark their interest in learning English and learning about the Canadian culture.
Every day I like to start class with what we call a community circle, and we have all the students sit together on the floor in a circle, and we talk about what they do at home and what their favorite activities are, and it's really good for building their relationships together, and they become friends. It's easier for students to learn and understand the new concepts when they're having fun and talking together. Other activities that we do include drama skits. That way the students can learn English, but they're also inspired to be creative. We also had an activity where they had to become an expert about a holiday. Okay, some like Halloween or Christmas. It was kind of a group work activity, and I think they felt, you know, they were able to learn a lot about something and share that knowledge with somebody else. So I think group work is a very good way for them to gain confidence, and I think they really enjoyed it and they really responded well.
在上个礼拜就办了我们老师们的工作坊，非常多有效的英师也来参加。
Today what we did, students had to bring in a recipe from home, share that recipe using their speaking skills with a partner, and then finally they worked together with one recipe and share with the entire class and explain what they wrote down and how the recipe is made.
My first impression of the Taiwanese students is that they were very scared and hesitant to speak in English. And I found that after only one day of doing activities that promoted community and fun and growth mindset, so not being scared of making mistakes. They were very excited to share their answers, to speak with each other. Sometimes now I actually can't get them to stop talking to each other in English.
Our teacher led us to play sports and learn English. That is very fun. That makes our class to be more fun, so we can learn more things.
The most challenging part in my English is my writing and reading. Teacher told me I can practice in class or read more books. Also, when it's recess, teacher Sharon will stand by my side to practice with me. I think my English will be better than now.
The teachers will use many kinds of different ways to teach us.
The ESL teacher has a lot of ideas, can help me to focus in class, and their teaching are more interesting, which can motivate me to learn English.
I learned about Canadian culture, like festivals, geography, like the provinces. The summer ESL program really improves my English ability, especially speaking, and make me more confident talking English, whether on stage or not. I'm not afraid of making mistakes anymore.
Even so, you can still. There are many other ways to earn money.
问的孩子每一个都跟我说好快乐， 那这个历程呢，他很喜欢。那甚至于有同学呢就告诉我说，哇，他终于知道说英文那么快乐的学习。好，那我相信这种就是我们办这个 ESL 的目的。好，那期盼未来呢，我们能够持续的办，让更多的孩子能够在这个历程当中他有所学习。很感谢今年我们 ES 的课在我们的龙门国中开始。今年我们有6位加拿大的老师来到我们台湾，对学生来说，借由自己动手做，借由跟朋友们合作，创造出他自己的潜能，也让他的英文呢能够提升，也喜欢英文，对学生来说会是一个很好的一个机会。
I'm a principal at Toronto Catholic District School Board. And we've really been enjoying it. It's been wonderful. The students are beautiful. They're wonderfully receptive to all of our ideas, and they're really enjoying many of the notions of how we tend to use cooperative education, collaboration. We're trying to promote risk-taking, resilience, and a degree of responsibility.
So the strategies that I think all the teachers used was using games and activities and allowing the students to interact with the material. So instead of just memorizing the information we're giving them, we're allowing them to maybe answer questions about it, explaining it. We also made sure we scaffolded for them, so we coached them and guided them throughout the questions and answers. And we even find back at home, the more they get to interact with what they're learning about, the more they're going to remember in the future.
You have to do everything. So at Longman Junior High School, I was the drama teacher for 3 of our classrooms. And my approach to teaching drama is very cooperative. It's all about collaboration and working together. And the first few days in the program, we started off by trying to build those skills through games. So a lot of times, if you come into the classroom, the students will be sitting in a circle where they'll be engaging in different games, lots of interaction. So in their groups, they were putting together their own little skits, they're doing their own role play, and they're really trying to fine-tune those skills of collaboration and teamwork. They're making their props, they're getting their costumes together, they're doing their scripts and all that stuff, and the kids are very engaged.
Physical education classes around cooperative play, encouragement with one another, the enjoyment of being active, not necessarily being the best, but being active, supporting one another, because I believe that healthy bodies means that they can perform well academically as well.
And what I did was I tried my best to sort of incorporate that collaboration and teamwork into art as much as possible. For example, this week we worked on building structures together, and they had to design the structure, sketch it, and build it all together, and only speaking in English, of course. And it ended up turning out really well. And they did a little presentation at the end, and it was really nice for me as a teacher to be able to see how they were communicating with one another in English, how they were working together, how they were learning from one another.
I enjoyed the group discussions a lot because I could share my ideas with others, and I learned to communicate with others from a different point of view. I learned to keep asking questions and not be afraid of making mistakes. In fact, I could learn more from making mistakes and asking questions.
I really like drama class. We can provide different ideas to our team members and to show our results in front of the class. During the conversation, we are having fun and thinking a lot about new ideas.
The teachers always teach us everything with some funny games in interesting way. For example, our drama teacher wants us to be brave, but he's not just talk about how to be brave. He showed it himself and played a lot of games with us. That makes us to understand the importance of stepping out our comfort zone. The most different thing is we are close to ESL teachers. They are kind and they always give us a big smile. I'm always happy when I see them every day.
I had a lot of fun with my classmates, and I'll naturally speak lots of English to convey my feelings and what I'm thinking about. Also, if the teacher says something that I don't understand, I will ask someone to figure out what's going on.
A lot of times, I could understand when reading or listening to English. but I did not feel comfortable speaking English. Hopeful, my teacher says, "Don't worry, no one is always right. You need to try to speak English. If you don't try, you will never speak English well."
The summer ESL program really inspired me and sparked my imagination. I felt confident and I want to join the program next time.
Perseverance!
So what can we do? I saw the car accident that happened.
这个10天的过程当中呢，我也看到学生们他的创发性，那我也看到呢，真的孩子们呢那个表现让我非常的惊艳，很期盼呢我们明年后年可以持续一直办下去，因为我相信这个部分呢对我们所有的孩子来说会是一个很好的一个暑假的一个营队。